Everybody, it's Addicted Noob again, and I know I have some explaining to do. First of all, sorry if I don't sound very enthusiastic in this video, because I just voice recorded for 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden, my app crashed, so all of that was thrown away. I stopped searching this chest, not because I heard the Huntress's, hum, but because somebody brought in a key, so I was hoping that they had plunders, but then that Steve goes and opens that up. But anyway, December 3rd video that I said was gonna go out on December 3rd went out about 20 minutes ago as of me recording this, because I tried to record it and it just would not process. Like, it uploaded, everything got done, and then it uploaded, and then it just would not process, which meant that I couldn't publish it. So I went through, it didn't make me redo the voiceover or redo the clips or anything, so I gotta keep all that, but I just had to restructure the video. So that wasn't that bad, but it went out second ago. That was a lot of mistakes she just made. As a Huntress, tip, as a Huntress, don't be afraid to ammo on a survivor when they're right next to you. She kind of led me right to ruin, which was nice. But anyway, okay, back to what I was saying. My new equipment that I ordered, still hasn't come here yet. I'm hoping that if it lets me process this video, then I can make today a double upload, I guess, to try to make it up to you for not uploading on December 3rd like I promised. Which, when this goes up, it will be Saturday, and I did say that every Saturday or Friday or Saturday night, so this will just be I guess, a normal scheduled video, but hoping to get a double upload today, and, okay, where was I? I don't know. I just did 10 minutes of this, and I knew what to say then, but now I don't. I don't remember anymore. So, I don't know. I'm sorry. That was good on her. I'm bad. It's another thing though, that was not lag, but I suffer greatly from lag. But you know, I don't understand. She down at the Adam or someone, and she just left him on the floor by that pallet. Then she downed me in the same spot and picked me up very quickly. So I feel like that's a little bit unfair that he gets to be picked up and I get to be hooked. It's kind of mean. But that wasn't lag. But the internet company that said they were going to install better internet into my neighborhood, they said that they would be here. I said this, that they were gonna come, and then they took 4 years. Then now they all of a sudden changed their story, and now it's gonna take 6 years, or like, it's been 4 years, but they said they were gonna do it next year, and now they're saying it's gonna take 2 more years. Like that, I ran through the doorway and I would have dodged the hatchet, but then she went and I teleported back through the door, so that's my internet. So, you know, when I'm uploading a video, it takes like a long time for me to end up making the video. I'm glad I had Unbreakable there. I had Unbreakable because I was not aware of the changes that the Oni was getting. I'm gonna use my inner strength here. Cause when the PTB ended and the Cursed Legacy actually officially came out, what I thought was happening is it was gonna be the same, or like I didn't think too many changes were happening, but they kind of changed it. So it doesn't hurt you nearly as much to pick up a survivor after you down them while using Demon Rage mode with the Oni. So I was running Unbreakable to try to prevent getting, because in the PTB, there was a lot of slugging, because you would just be so negatively impacted if you picked up a survivor while you were in your power. Really, I find that to be a questionable way of kicking you out of the power, but it's fine, it works, it's different. The thing about it that is really good about the generator is you really can see the killer from anywhere, and then you can get away all the time. Like that. If it was a normal generator, I would not be healthy right now. I'd probably be injured. Oh no, what was I saying? I won't have this problem with live commentary when my microphone finally gets here. And when I have better internet and I don't have to complain about the internet half the time. Like that, I should be upstairs right now. But it wants to lag me down. And I've had some good games, like good ping. Like I've played some games with green ping. Most of the time I just really can't get any game like that. What was I talking about? I was talking about the Oni and his changes. I mean, I remember, because I filmed 10 minutes of this, I was going to talk about the new perks. So, the Oni's perks, I know one's called Nemesis or something, one's called Zanshin Tactics, and I forgot the name of the other one, but I don't think that his perks are very good, to be honest. Like Nemesis, what happens there is if the obsession stuns you or blinds you, then they get the oblivious status effect for 40 seconds, and you can see their aura for 4 seconds. The thing is, if they stun you with a pallet, you already know where they are, and they're probably running away, so you can see scratch marks. And if they blind you with a flashlight, then not only do you already know their general area, but also you can still, or no, what's happening is you'll be blinded for most of those 4 seconds. So, or all of those 4 seconds, depending on what flashlight they run in. So, it's it's not very useful, or it doesn't really work in any situation. So, I think that perk's pretty much completely useless. The other one is, one of them's like a Windows of Opportunity, but for killers. Where you can like see pallets and windows, which I feel like is probably the best chance the Oni has when running a perk. Just to help with the mind games. I'm saying too much. But okay, and then the other one, when you hook somebody, it gives all injured survivors exhaustion and hemorrhage, which I think that is also can be pretty good if like the whole team's running sprint burst or exhaustion perks. But other than that, if like they don't have any exhaustion perks, or if they're just running adrenaline, it doesn't really work. And then another thing is that pipe that what's it called, the bathtub. I don't know really what it is, like lore-wise, but where the owl goes into the thing that it fills up with water, and she makes contact with the upside down. But that area, the killer, if they're on the ground level and you're in the tube, they cannot smack you through the tube, so they have to go up and around and fall into the tube to smack you. So it's generally a really good place to heal except for against a huntress, you can still throw a hatchet in there. And this actually worked. So I know that video cut out, but basically me and Steve just ran to the generator and I let him have it. Or like let him work on it. But that's when the video cut out last time, so this is new content. But okay, so then these perks aren't really that good in my opinion. And then the tube thing, that's what else I was talking about, I'm sorry. And then Yui's perks. Okay, so I've put them all onto level 3 on Kate. Because I have all of Kate's perks on level 3. But she didn't see me there. So the pallet, the pallet lifter upper perk, I think that one is, I feel like when people saw it, they were like excited about it, and I was excited about it too, but I feel like that it just doesn't come into play, or like it's never really useful, because almost every time that you drop a pallet in a chase, then the killer's gonna break it. And if you drop a pallet outside of a chase and then relift it up, that's you're only doing that to say that you used the perk, but you really didn't. So I say that as I walked past the drop pallet, but okay, I'm sorry for the long silences again, I need to stop that. Then her other perks, though, I think are pretty good. Lucky Break, but that does a level 3, or it does the same thing, but just longer times, is when you're injured, it starts a timer, and you don't bleed for the duration of that timer. When you get healed, your timer pauses. Level 3, it lasts for 3 minutes, where you leave no blood, which could be really nice, especially with something like lightweight, just to try to be a sneaky build. Like lightweight, Iron Will, now Lucky Break, and I guess Urban Evasion could work with that, or some other stealth perk, Diversion, the Pebble perk, or something like that. But, so I feel like that one's pretty good for like a stealthy build, or if you just don't want to be, if you want to get to a safe place to heal after being unhooked, then you won't leave your blood trails behind, so the killer can't find you nearly as easily. But you still drop blood orbs, like no mither. Like for the Oni, you can still see your blood orbs, which you drop. And then her third perk is Breakout, which I actually have enjoyed a lot more than I thought I would. It's when you're within 6 meters of a killer carrying a survivor, you run faster, and the survivor that's being carried wiggles faster, 20% faster. So that one's really good for, like, especially if the killer doesn't notice you're there. So if you're there to take a hit, then they get extra wiggle time off that. But since you can run faster, if the killer doesn't notice you and then you're running behind the killer, you can keep up with him. So that's like lag, it's internet so bad. But you can keep up with the killer carrying a survivor for a lot longer because you're running 7% faster. It's like having hope. And then since they're wiggling faster, that could work really well. So you don't even have to like take a hit if the hook's far enough away. You could just run behind them, and that could hopefully be enough. So I was doing one of the rift challenges, which was unhook survivors. Wait, was I forgot what the challenge was. It was something like that, maybe. I don't know, but anyway, I ran Breakout, and I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I would. So, yeah, that's probably my favorite perk. The pallet lifting one is kind of a disappointment to what I expected. and then the Lucky Break is pretty good for a stealth build. So I think Yui's perks are a lot better than the Oni's perks, this time. And I would agree with the same about the last chapter, Stranger Things. This is playing right now, themed video, playing as Nancy. Also, I guess I should probably bring to light why we're playing Nancy. At the moment, I had a daily challenge to escape as Nancy, and I just happened to get this map, so themed video, I guess, even though that was 3 months ago. But I kind of need to get a lot more blood points. Normally, I don't really do my daily challenges, especially if they're for a killer, because I'm a survivor main, so mostly I'm just playing survivor. But she's coming back. I'm gonna have to leave them, and plus there's nothing that I could do, because she hooked one of them. I think the obsession's dead on hook, and then yeah, she would have found me, so I had to leave. And like that, could you imagine if my internet cut out a split second earlier and put me there before I technically escaped? It's like, yeah, I'm sorry for like switching subjects all the time, but I really needed to get to, I needed to get more blood points. I almost double pipped, but I didn't. And that was pretty close anyway. I needed to get more blood points because I spent them all on... Okay, so I'm really bad at outros, but anyway, here's a snippet of Kate's pure strength. All I wanted to say, I guess, was good night. Thank you for sticking with me with my internet and not being able to upload. But as you can see here, Kate is very strong and she can throw Legion back 20 feet. Okay, everybody, good night.